So I'm wondering if on your website you go into them trying to control water more in depth? Because a few years back, there were things going around on the internet, emails and not on Facebook like we have now, and I'd like to see careful. I'm nervous. So I'm wondering if you go into the control of the water sources in more depth on your website?
Not very much. I have done some research on that. It's not on the web. It's a critical issue, and I would welcome if you have sources or have written something and want to submit it to us. It's obviously a really key issue, and if you follow water back right now, you go back to the exact same controllers who are doing the money and the agriculture and the medicine and all that kind of stuff.
On the internet, you know, we didn't have Facebook then, but there was a thing being sent around in emails about the Bush family and other big families trying to buy up water in these third world countries, and that kind of died down. And when I tell people about it, because I knew about it then, that you can hardly find it on the internet anymore. So I don't know if I was hoping that you had sites that I could just like share on Facebook.
I do have a few. If you wrote to me individually, yes, the Bushes, the Rockefellers, Buffett, a number of them, including some others who aren't so famous, have been really actively doing that all over the world.
So they tell people that and they just don't want to believe it.
I could give a little more information because I am the water commissioner in this county.
Oh, great.
Commissioners and other things. The one thing I do want to contribute to the conversation about water is this. While we've been hearing about European bankruptcies, what they haven't told you, and I only heard about it through the German Deutsche Welle news service, is that Italy required all of its municipalities to dump the private sector in the water business, to get to own their own water utilities throughout the whole country. And they wouldn't have done that unless they feared the greed and avariciousness that is going on with some European companies, specifically French and British ones, and a few others from Spain and elsewhere, that are coming now here because they know we don't believe in public anything. And so this issue over ownership of vital utilities for people is going to accelerate here because they've already made decisions in Europe against it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I think getting that out there right now would help open a lot of people's eyes. It's just that the mere concept of people trying to control water would wake a lot of people up.
Okay, great.
But thank you very much for your work.
You're welcome.
Just to add something, internationally, I can shed some light what is happening on water and water issues internationally, if somebody wants to share it afterwards.
Okay.
I want to say thank you to you as well. I appreciate that you are bringing to the public attention, you are acknowledging the treaty, the violation of the treaty. And what you have made your movie about is indigenous prophecies all over the world. And so from a tribal language worldview, I used the word earlier before the movie in the affirmations, and that saying we're all a holy and precious child of Creator equally. And so we had words, and I have a question too. I'll get to the question. We have a word that is used to describe people who use their five senses against themselves and others. So that's how these people seem to be that's how they seem to have control over the thinking of people. So you are undoing, there's five money laundry system, Indian reservation, which you all contribute by paying your taxes to. So you're paying your taxes for Indian reservation. That's a federal money laundering system. Indian reservation, military, prison, foreign aid, and social services are all for contracting private industry. And then I wanted to say some answer to this other person as well. The word we have for medicine, there's no such thing as hallucination. And also, we call it azé, which means medicinal. What's medicinal, not in terms of drug. So, how are you going to continue this acknowledgement? Because we're not looking for an apology. We're looking for acknowledgement and correction. And that's to use our thinking for what it's for and not limit our thinking by choosing to make win-win decision making while we're destroying humanity and the planet with win-lose. So how do you plan to undo these, how undo these federal money laundering system? Because everything that people are talking about, I'm from Navajo Reservation, 10 years in Seattle now, and all the talking that I heard about, there's nothing, zero for my relatives, my people, all the Indians on the reservation. All this talking has no remedy for us. That is my question to you and everyone. But thank you for bringing it out to the public.
Well, the usual male white Western response to your question would be, well, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do. Yvonne Peter, who was in the film Alaskan Chief, I asked him, how can we